All right, we're here with the first video of the day. We're going to talk about some of the new updates in Hunter Biden's email scandal and, Joe Biden's email scandal. First, we got the Daily Mail. Hunter Biden's ex-business partner says Joe did know about Son's deal with Chinese energy firm and is the big guy in email set to get 10% cut of the deal. So we had one of Hunter Biden's ex-business partners come up, Tony Bobulinski. He confirmed the emails. He pretty much confirmed everything that's going on at this point, and this is really not looking good for Biden, the Democrats, pretty much most of the left at this point. It's really not looking good for him. A man who describes himself as a former business partner of Hunter Biden says he heard him and his father Joe Biden discuss his dealings with a mysterious Chinese energy firm in 2017, and that the former vice president was due to receive a share of the profits. Tony Bobulinski issued a statement on Wednesday saying that he personally witnessed Biden discuss business deals with his son, Hunter, contradicting claims by the former vice president. I've seen Vice President Biden saying he never talked to Hunter about his business. I've seen firsthand that's not true because it wasn't just Hunter's business. They said they were putting the Biden family name and its legacy on the line. Bobulinski claimed that the Chinese were pursuing the deal as a political or influence investment and that Hunter Biden was using the company as his personal piggy bank by just taking money out of it as soon as it came from the Chinese. He said in his statement that he took steps to prevent that from happening. The Senate Homeland Security Committee said it was getting in touch with Bobulinski to speak to him. The committee is working to validate information being revealed by multiple sources, the Republican majority said in a statement. As part of those efforts, we have reached out to several individuals named in recently revealed emails, including Tony Bobulinski. We look forward to their cooperation in helping us uncover the truth. Bobulinski is named the company as Sinahawk Holdings. The company was set up secretively in Delaware in 2017, never filed any annual reports, and was canceled by the Delaware regulator in June 2020 for failing to pay its tax assessment to the state. Nobody is named on the company's documents. Bobulinski also said in a statement that he was one of the recipients of the email from one of Hunter Biden's business partners, which involved a deal with a Chinese energy firm in May 2017, which promised a 10% cut for a person known as the big guy. Bobulinski claimed in his statement that the big guy is Joe Biden. And then you can see here some of the email information. And I guess this is all confirmed true by apparently one of the recipients. You see 20% here, TB. That's apparently Tony Bobulinski. So this really isn't looking good for you here, Biden. We also then got FBI subpoenaed Hunter Biden's laptop and hard drive that he dropped off at a Delaware repair store in connection with 2019 money laundering probe, new report claims. The FBI subpoena of Hunter Biden's alleged laptop and hard drive was linked to a money laundering investigation in late 2019. It has been revealed the laptop that allegedly belonged to Biden was abandoned at a Delaware computer shop in April 2019. We know. According to the FBI subpoena documents, the laptop was part of a white-collar crime money laundering investigation opened by the FBI's Baltimore field office, according to a Fox News report. However, it's not clear if that investigation is ongoing or if it was directly related to Hunter Biden. Multiple federal law enforcement officials and 2 government officials confirmed the authenticity of the subpoena documents issued to John Paul Mac Isaac, the owner of the Mac shop in Wilmington, Delaware, where Biden allegedly left the laptops for repair work. Isaac had reported the laptop to authorities. The laptop ended up in the hands of Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani, who shared its contents to the New York Post. We know. So we know that information, and let's see, is there any new? An FBI recipient for property form, which details the Bureau's interaction with Isaac, has a case ID section which was filled in with the handwritten number 272DBA3065729. The FBI's website says 272 is the classification for money laundering. 272D refers to money laundering, unknown SUA, specified unlawful activity, white-collar crime program, according to FBI documents. One government official described 272D as transnational or blanket. The BA in the case ID indicates the case was opened by the FBI's Baltimore field office, sources said. The documents saw the subpoena was carried out in Wilmington, Delaware, which is under the jurisdiction of the Baltimore field office. The documents were signed by FBI Special Agent Joshua Wilson, who hasn't commented on the papers. So you can see we've got, subpoenas going out. We've got a ton of information. It seems to be money laundering. Who knows what else? We know the FBI's top lawyer for, say, child exploitation is on the case as well. It was sent over to the state police by Rudy Giuliani recently. And, over the images of, child exploitation, so to say. We then got from the Daily Caller here, political and strategic value of the Biden family. Trove of documents shows Biden family links to Chinese business deals. A former business partner of Hunter Biden's has provided a trove of business records to Senate investigators about their deals with a Chinese energy company, including one document that touts political and strategic value of the Biden family to a $10 million investment project. Tony Bobulinski, the former Biden associate, said in a statement on Wednesday that he provided the documents to the Senate Homeland Security Committee. In his statement, he asserted that Hunter Biden and his uncle James Biden aggressively leveraged their family name to secure foreign business deals. Yeah, apparently Joe Biden's brother was also involved in this. They're trying to just use the whole Biden family and make a ton of money. And Joe Biden's basically just getting a huge cut of all of it. He gets 50% of pretty much whatever his family makes off of his name, his political name. We got Hunter Biden's ex-business partner told, "Don't mention Joe," in a text message. In Washington, Hunter Biden's ex-business partner, Tony Bobulinski, was warned, "Don't mention Joe," in a 2017 text exchange that emerged following Bobulinski's bombshell statement to the Post that former Vice President Joe Biden was involved in his family's plot to make millions in communist China. The messages obtained by Fox News on Thursday purportedly show Bobulinski being instructed by James Gilliar, another key player in the alleged scheme, not to make any mention of the former Veep's involvement. "Don't mention Joe being involved. It's only when you are face-to-face. I know you know that, but they are paranoid." A screenshot of the message shared by Fox News Chief Congressional Correspondent Mike Emanuel reads. So you can see it here. So I guess it was sent over a WhatsApp, which, it's just a communication app, essentially. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't that owned by China, a Chinese company? Update. Former Hunter Biden associate in fear for his life. Bevan Cooney moved to more dangerous sorry. My neck got super stiff there all of a sudden. Let's restart that. Former Hunter Biden associate in fear for his life, Bevan Cooney, moved to a more dangerous facility after leaking emails to conservative journalists. On Friday, news broke that Hunter Biden's former business partner, Bevan Cooney, had flipped. Cooney, who is currently serving time in a federal facility in Oregon over a bond scheme, recently connected to journalists Matthew Terman and Peter Schweizer and turned over his emails to the investigative journalists. Bevan Cooney reportedly turned over 26,000 business emails to the journalist, and on Tuesday, Bevan Cooney was removed from the federal facility in Oregon and moved to a new location. Peter Schweizer reported. Hearing that Bevan Cooney, who has shared his Biden-related emails with us, has been removed from the federal facility in Oregon, where he is being detained. On Wednesday, Matthew Terman joined Laura Ingraham to give an update on Bevan Cooney. According to Terman, authorities moved Cooney from a work camp with white-collar criminals to a more dangerous facility. Cooney is in solitary confinement. Bevan Cooney only has 1 month more to serve. So, seems like a lot of people are now trying to flip, and because it seems like, the Bidens are pretty criminal at this point and gotten a lot of people involved, and now these people are like, oh, I need to save my own skin at this point, so I'm just gonna flip. I'll rat on these Bidens, because they'll probably do whatever they can to discredit them or suicide them possibly, but who knows. New documents shed light on Hunter Biden's links to Russian billionaire oligarch. Newly surfaced documents shed light on Hunter Biden's relationship with Elena Baturina, a Russian billionaire. Newly surfaced court documents and emails shed fresh light on the mysterious relationship between Russian billionaire Elena Baturina and a consortium of business partners that included Hunter Biden. John Galanis, who has a history of white-collar fraud convictions, alleged in a court filing in January that his son Jason worked with Biden and their partner Devin Archer to help Baturina launder money through the U.S. financial system. Galanis, who is serving a 10-year prison sentence for a fraud scheme that involved Hunter Biden associates, was previously released early from a 27-year sentence for another fraud and has faced other similar convictions. And emails released Monday from a former Biden associate, Bevan Cooney, show Archer and his business partners strategizing how to open up banking accounts in the United States for Baturina, whose late husband was once the mayor of Moscow. Cooney provided access to his email account to reporter Matthew Terman, who has published some of the emails online and shared others with the Daily Caller News Foundation. Established U.S. banking relationship with the goal she gave me, Archer wrote of Baturina in a January 5th, 2014 email sent to Cooney. The email is not part of the trove of documents purported to be from Hunter Biden's laptop. No, these are the ones from, I believe, Bevan Cooney. They're probably saying. Galanis, Archer, and Cooney were convicted on August 20th, 2018 on fraud and conspiracy charges related to a $60 million bond offering for the Wakpami tribe in South Dakota. Archer's conviction was overturned in December 2018. Though a federal appeals court reversed that decision last month, he's set to be sentenced in January. So it's just more people come. It's just more and more information. Dog's growing nuts for a second. Anyways, let's move on. We got then from Fox News. Harris, prominent Democrats listed as key contacts for Biden family business venture projects. Email is unrelated to the laptop or hard drive purportedly belonging to Hunter Biden. Is this more of the Bevan Cooney emails? Because you could have just, probably said that. It says exclusive, a list of key domestic contacts for a joint venture involving Jim and Hunter Biden and now bankrupt CEFC China Energy Co., including former Vice President Joe Biden's current running mate, Senator Kamala Harris, among other prominent Democrats, Fox News has learned. An email exclusively obtained by Fox News with the subject line Phase 1 Domestic Contacts/Projects and dated May 15, 2017, Biden's brother Jim Biden shared a list of key domestic contacts for Phase 1 target projects. The email is unrelated to the laptop or hard drive purportedly belonging to Hunter Biden, the former vice president's son. Can you then specify where the email came from, Fox News? This is dumb. Are you we know that there was Bevan Cooney who sent these emails out, so why aren't you saying that at all, Fox? That just gets annoying. It says the list included Harris, D. California Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, Senator Amy Klobuchar, Dianne Feinstein, Kristen Gillibrand, Andrew Cuomo, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio, and former Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe, among others. It is unclear if any of the Democrats were ever contacted about the target projects. Possibly, maybe I wouldn't be surprised if, Andrew Cuomo and Bill de Blasio and probably Chuck Schumer, and I wouldn't be surprised if Harris has been involved too. I mean, she's trying to be his vice president, she was chosen to be his vice president, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's also involved in this in some way. In the money laundering and all that. Scroll just completely stopped working on this Fox News article. Jeez. And then it just shot around for some reason. Okay, anyways. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on Thursday refused to address allegations of corruption against Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden and quickly shut down a question from a reporter. So yes, Pelosi shuts down a reporter asking a question on Joe Biden's corruption. A journalist at Pelosi's weekly news conference at the Capitol asked a California Democrat about serious allegations of corruption involving Joe Biden, but Pelosi cut off the reporter before she could finish, saying, "I'm sorry, I'm not answering your question." Pelosi is in the midst of coronavirus stimulus negotiations with Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin as they try to secure a roughly $2 trillion deal before Election Day that could deliver needed relief to struggling Americans and businesses. "We're talking about the coronavirus," Pelosi said. "I don't have all day for questions," she added. Well, I think you could answer, the biggest scandal and the biggest story ever right now, but no, you just want to try to cover that up and sweep it under the rug, I guess, and just completely dodge the question. Just be like, no, I'm not gonna answer it. I'm too good for you to answer that. I'm way too important. Nancy Pelosi. We got then from the Daily Caller, Lincoln Project appears to have helped Iranian disinformation effort go viral. The Lincoln Project, an anti-Trump political group, appears to have helped an Iranian disinformation effort go viral. There was an email being sent out that were trying to be claimed, or they were trying to claim that it was the Proud Boys sending out this email to Democrats to try to get them to vote for Trump and intimidate them. But it wasn't true. Proud Boys didn't send out this email. It was apparently from Iran, and they're not too happy that, Trump took out Soleimani, so they actually have a reason, I guess, to want to disrupt our election in any way. So that's pretty much it on it. It was, that was pretty much it. Then we got Trump and Biden are preparing to battle each other. They added a mute button for the debate, so I think Trump's just going to end up getting cut off anytime he tries to talk about Hunter Biden's email scandal, and there's no way that Joe can deal with it. There's no way. There's so much evidence at this point that I think he's screwed. There's nothing that Joe can say, I think, at this point that can make him come back from it. So I think, with the mute button in place, they're just going to try to shut down any of that. And I'd say if they mute Trump a whole bunch, or just mute both of them in general, I'd be having a huge problem as, one of the debaters. It's like, I'm not here to be muted. We need to be talking, and you're just going to mute everything. She's probably just going to end up muting every single thing that Trump says. I mean, we know that Kristen Welker is just hard Democrat biased. She's gone to dozens and dozens of parties with Democrats. She was even at a White House Christmas party with Obama and Biden and all that. This is going to be completely biased. Trump's basically just going to be debating the moderator again, and really it's just Trump has to basically then ask Biden questions at that point, and then just let Biden talk. Because he'll rant on and on and on and not say anything substantial, and probably make himself look that much more sketchy. Anyways, I'll leave it there. It's the only video I'm going to do for the day. I'll be back then tomorrow for a video. I'll be covering the Trump and Biden debate. I'll do another honest take video, so I will see you then. Have a good one. Bye.